Hello there and welcome to StarBets.ie's video preview of the Euros. I'm Michael Hughes and I've gathered three of the Irish Daily Star's finest football brains with me. I've got Ian Gaughran, Ken O'Connor and the incomparable John the Arrow O'Dowd. It seems only right to start with Ireland's chances in the Euros, and we should start off on a positive note. Now Ian, you're actually heading out to the games, the event, and presumably having spent your hard-earned cash, you're going to be looking for Ireland to do really well. Can they make the quarterfinals or not?
I think they can. In a twisted little way, I can't see us overly threatening opposition goals, but as everybody knows, well documented that we're not conceding goals. We're very, very hard to break down, and I can see us possibly sneaking a win against Croatia, holding out as much as we can, possibly a 1-0 defeat maybe against Spain, and if it comes down to a shootout against the Italians, they look all out of sorts, they look devoid of confidence, and I think we can get a result.
So quarterfinals?
Quarterfinals.
Now, Ken, you're a man to always inject a bit of cynicism into any situation. Presumably you think Trapsman will be coming home in disgrace with 0 points. What do you reckon?
Potentially not 0 points, but I don't think that's going to be coming home in triumphant fashion. Trapattoni's done an incredible job, but there's two factors that will stop them this summer. Simply the fact that the squad of players isn't what it used to be, certainly in terms of Ireland's squads that went to tournaments before. And the group that Ireland have been placed in, we've never had a group like this before. You're up against potentially the greatest international team of all time, and two other teams who, if Spain weren't there, Ireland would find it hard to get past either of these other two teams. So I don't think Ireland will embarrass themselves. They never do. Trapattoni he's proven himself that he has Ireland in doing the best that they possibly can, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to be good enough.
What about the tiredness? The Spanish tiredness argument?
I think that's overblown. I mean, Madrid and Barcelona, if they'd gotten to the Champions League final even, there might be an ounce of truth in that. But, these are full-time professional players. It's not that much of an issue these days, I don't think.
Okay, so we're 1-1. 1 yes for the quarterfinals, 1 no. John, what do you reckon?
I hate to be negative, but I'm going to have to go no as well. I wouldn't be as negative as Ken as regarding the quality of our squad and the superior quality of the other three teams in the group. But I think Spain are an absolute certainty. They will win the group. I can't see any reason how they would not win the group. And then it comes down to a shootout between us, Italy and Croatia. And I'm actually going to go for a bit of a surprise here. I watched Italy against Russia last Friday night and I wasn't overly impressed. They have big doubts over Chiellini, the centre-back. They're utterly dependent on Pirlo for a bit of midfield creativity, and it all depends what Balotelli does up front, because he was really good on Friday night. But I just have that feeling that Croatia are the team that's going to come second in the group. I just think for Ireland, everything hinges on the first match. If we don't get a result, and I would say a win, I think Sunday's match is like a cup final. I think it's winner takes all. I think Croatia will look at it exactly the same way, but I just feel that while we will be very hard to beat, I'm just not sure where the goals are going to come from in either of the three matches for Ireland. So I think we're just going to narrowly miss out.
Great, so I started trying to be positive about Ireland's chances, but I'm going to make it 3 no's to 1 yes. Ian, I think you might have done your money. I think it's going to be a glorious failure. A couple of draws, maybe even a win, perhaps nicked somewhere along the line, but I think Spain and Italy will probably get too many points. Ken, you can give us an overall view on the group.
I was looking at Group C, and Spain are a general 15-8 on, 2-1 on to get through. I think it's very hard to see Spain not getting through, and then it'll probably come down to between Italy and Croatia. I don't think that that's being too defeatist, I just think that that's being realistic. Very interesting odd that I saw was that you can get 15-2 on 2 nil-all draws among the 6 games. Now, I think it's a cast iron certainly Ireland will be involved in at least one. We generally are. I mean, we were involved in one last night. And I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility that there's going to be 1 nil-all draw in one of the other 5 games or one of the other 3-4 games in the group. I mean, Italy, their natural game plan is to play defensively, as Trapattoni is showing Ireland how to do now. And they shut Spain out in the quarterfinal in 2008. They can do it because they could set an entire team up to do that. It probably won't be enough to get them very far, but they could do that. So Croatia, again, I would go with John. I think Croatia can sneak through. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to. Ireland will be there at the business end of it, but I'd go Spain and Croatia to get out of it.
Okay.